Some films don't just demand your attention, they grab you by the soul, they drag you through the mud, and they leave you gasping for air. Come and See is one such film, directed by Elem Kilmov in 1985. This is more of an experience than a simple movie. It's an unrelenting, surreal journey into the atrocities of war. But here's the thing, this isn't just about war. It's not a history lesson. It's a gut punch, it's a fever dream, a reckoning with the darkest depths of humanity. And Come and See does all of this without once losing its grip on authenticity. The film is quite unique in that its language is extremely visual. Kilmov uses every cinematic tool not to entertain you, but to unnerve you. The story follows Fleur, a Belarusian boy who's been pulled into the chaos of the Second World War. From the very beginning, the camera traps you in his perspective, often quite literally. Take these long, unbroken shots that follow Fleur. They're not smooth, they're not elegant. They stagger and they stumble. They force you to feel his confusion, his fear. The frame tightens around him, suffocating you alongside him. This isn't the glossy brutality of Hollywood war epics. There are no heroics, there are no triumphs. This is just a raw, unflinching, unfiltered survival. We can't discuss Come and See without highlighting its sound design. The film masterfully weaponizes both silence and noise. A bomb doesn't just explode, it deafens, leaving behind a high pitched ringing that lingers in your ear for the better half of the movie. This sound isn't merely a detail, it's an extension of Fleur's trauma quietly seeping into your own subconsciousness. But at its core, Come and See is about innocence lost. When we meet Fleur, he's a child. He's eager, he's naive, and even playful. But Kilmov doesn't let that innocence survive. One scene that sticks with me, and trust me, there are quite a few, is the moment Fleur stumbles upon a field of corpses. The camera doesn't cut away, it lingers. You're forced to confront the aftermath of the violence and not just the act itself. And what is so haunting is how the film transforms Fleur without using any words. His face becomes a canvas for despair. You can actually see the boy age throughout the film. The iconic final sequence where Fleur fires at the image of Hitler, rewinding time with every gunshot, it just might be one of the most devastating portrayals of guilt and futility I've ever seen. Come and See blurs the line between reality and nightmare. But it never feels exaggerated, it does not feel produced. The village massacre is a prime example. Kilmov does not choreograph violence for shock value, he shows it as chaotic, senseless, and deeply personal. What struck me the most in this sequence is not the carnage, it's not the betrayal. It's the perpetrators. They're drunk, they're laughing, they're snapping pictures. That juxtaposition between their joy and the horror they create, it's more chilling than any horror movie monster. Kilmore forces you to sit in that discomfort and to recognize how ordinary people become instruments of atrocities. But even amid the carnage and destruction, Kamency finds slivers of humanity. There's this scene between Fleur and Glasha, and they share a moment in the forest, all alone. They're surrounded by the ruins of their lives, but there's still this flicker of connection. There's something tender and real and innocent. That's what makes this film so unbearable, yet so necessary. It refuses to let you distance yourself. You simply cannot write these people off as characters. They're real people, at least it feels like so. So, why would anyone, at least willingly, watch something so destructive and harrowing? Well, because Come and See does not let you look away. It does not let you keep your eyes away from what humanity is capable of. It's not here to comfort you, it's here to remind you. In a world where war often feels like a distant concept, Kilmov drags it to your doorstep and makes you confront it. This isn't just a movie, it's a mirror. And sometimes we need to look at our reflection, no matter how much it hurts. Come and See isn't something you watch, it's something you survive. And once you do, you'll never be the same. I want to end this video by saying that Come and See is one of the best movies to have ever been produced, without a doubt. It's going in my top 10 films of all time. The direction is phenomenal. There is absolutely no compromises, and you will be taken aback after having watched this film if you haven't seen Come and See yet. If you like my content, please do like and subscribe. It means a lot. It helps me out. Have a good one, and I'll see you next week.